Good news is we're uploading twice today. Bad news is that Giants training camp did not go so well. What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. Before I start, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel and want to keep up with everything New York Giants. We got some big things lined up this season, starting in August, or going through the entire NFL season on this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to stay in the loop. All right, man. Oh, man. Did this just... It was a roller coaster of emotions. I mean... Now, first thing that we found out this morning is that due to Evan Neal being on the PUP list, we'll get into a little bit more of that later. Due to Evan Neal being on the PUP list, Jermaine Eluemunor, who a lot of people, including myself, wanted at right tackle, is now at right tackle. Oh my God. Why? If you guys don't know, if you guys weren't on Twitter, literally as soon as Jermaine Eluemunor lines up at right tackle, I mean, it didn't take more than a couple minutes into practice where I think there was some handoff that went to the right side. Jermaine is blocking, and Dexter Lawrence just nails Jermaine Eluemunor in the ribs, and Eluemunor goes down, and he took a knee, and he was out of practice the rest of the day. I mean, golly! So the starting lineup is almost exactly what I predicted when we signed Jermaine Eluemunor. I said Evan Neal should not be there, and this was after we signed Aaron Stinney. It's Thomas, Stinney at left guard. Then we had center JMS. Right guard was Runyon, and right tackle was Jermaine Eluemunor. To the T, what I predicted. And that was the starting offensive line, and I think that it would have stood that way even should Evan Neal come back healthy. But now I don't know, because if Evan Neal comes back healthy, now I think they're going to put him back in the lineup. We don't know what's going on with Eluemunor yet. Now, to be honest with you, it was a mean shoulder to the ribs, but it didn't look like he broke his ribs or anything like that. Maybe he's got some bruised ribs. I thought he just had the wind knocked out of him. I didn't think it would be enough to knock him out of the entire practice for the rest of the day, but here we are. Josh Ezeudu came in for Eluemunor at right tackle, and the Giants are doing everything they can to make sure that Josh Ezeudu does not practice at the lineman spot that he's supposed to be on, which is left guard. They have this man practicing at literally every single position besides that. So now he is the right tackle. So now the most significant injuries that we have, guys that are on the PUP list as of right now, are as follows: Evan Neal, Theo Johnson, our rookie tight end, who a lot of people had a lot of hopes in, and Aaron Robinson.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can spit on this plane and you can fucking...
I forgot he was on the roster too, don't worry. Besides that, other interesting news as far as depth chart news goes is all on the defense, as Cordell Flott is still that cornerback too, so he still has the job there. In the nickel, though, we have Nick McLeod at the nickel spot, where he kind of plays sort of this bigger safety type role and playing in the nickel. I like it for right now, but that's not going to last very long. I think Andrew Phillips will get that spot should day one of real practice happen. Then Dane Belton is at starting strong safety right now next to Jason Pinnock. He's another guy. I think Tyler Nubin will eventually start, but as of right now, he's getting the rookie treatment. And other interesting news, Isaiah Simmons, who Shane Bowen himself described as a guy to use on third downs and coverage, as a money backer, a guy that's going to be all over the place, a versatile type player, is working with the cornerback unit in some positional drills. So I don't know if that means he's going to be working in the slot as a dime back, or maybe he's going to be in some nickel spots. Like I said, I don't see him working nickel because we kind of have an overloaded position there where Nick McLeod is starting there. Then you got Andrew Phillips, Darnay Holmes. So I think maybe they're thinking about using him as a dime corner. As far as practice from the defense goes, nothing really jumped out that was noteworthy that I saw, besides the fact that Boogie Basham had a tip pass from Drew Lock and it was tipped and intercepted. So let's talk about the offense. Daniel Jones is back. He took every single snap. and they only ran 11 on 11, so no 7 on 7 drills. They went straight to 11 on 11, and he looked pretty decent out there as far as his ability to move around, stay mobile, get out the pocket, throw on the run. It didn't look like he was hindered in any way, but boy, let's just say that he's a bit rusty. Jones finished the day. I seen different numbers. I seen 7 of 14. I saw 8 of 13. I seen 8 of 14. Somewhere around that range. I'm gonna stick with Ryan Dunleavy here, who said 8 of 13 throughout the entire day. It kind of upset me where not one completion went over 5 yards. And what does that mean? A lot of these wide receivers like Wan'Dale Robinson was targeted a lot. That was something that was mentioned throughout almost every single person who's watched these practices in training camp said Wan'Dale was targeted a lot. Take him in fantasy and things like that. I've got a lot of high hopes for Wan'Dale Robinson. I don't know exactly where his ceiling is, but I think he can be a dangerous slot receiver in this league. But I know it's kind of hard to hit him. He is a smaller receiver, harder to see out there, so I don't really know how much production he's gonna have. With that being said, the starting wide receivers out there were a rotation of Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, and Wan'Dale Robinson. Guys like Allen Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins, I don't really know where they fit into the depth chart. Malik Neighbors looked really good out there running his routes. He definitely looks like the alpha receiver. Like, he definitely looks a grade above the rest. But he did have a drop pass today, and it was a bit of a floater, rainbow, teardrop type of pass, but it's one you got to come down with. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm really not even worried about the Daniel Jones shaking off the rust. I mean, he hasn't played football in a while. This is the first real, like, practicing that he's had in over almost a year now. I'm not going to give him too many excuses here, but he only did like 7 on 7 drills. I don't even think there was much like defense involved in OTAs. As far as the running backs go, there wasn't like a clear like feature bell cow back. Devin Singletary is obviously the starter right now, but they did shift around on the first team running backs with Tyrone Tracy and Eric Gray as well. And as far as kick returning goes, you got undrafted rookie free agents, two polar opposites in John Giles, the bigger outside receiver, and Ayir Asante, the shifty slot receiver, and of course, my guy, Tyrone Tracy, back there returning punts and kicks and kind of going over these new kickoff rules. So it's interesting to see those guys back there. I'm glad to see guys that can actually work the return game instead of guys like, I don't know, like when we had Gary Brightwell back there. So that's all I got for you guys today. It was a little bit of a slow one. Forgive me. I mean, I can't control the practices. But like I said, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and if you guys have TikTok, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. I'm going to be live streaming throughout the entire season, trying to bring more of an audience in, and I don't really know how much followers I need to live stream. So follow me on TikTok if you guys want to support the channel. If you guys want to join the membership and help support the channel for $5 a month, you guys can do that as well. And yeah, that being said, I am Kid Blue, and I will see you guys in the next video. Woo!